I watched Naruto for the first time, and it was not what I was expecting. Oh wait, I have a prediction for today. My note is calling it. It's gonna be teamwork. Okay, Sakura, and then who's the guy? Sasuke. Yeah, Sasuke. Sasuke is gonna be like, I saw that you guys could win, so I joined in because it was to my benefit. But in his deepest hearts of hearts, he's gonna start liking him, and it's gonna be great. Hello, Shurikens and Sasukes. Welcome to the Cozy Couple. We review games and animes, and we'd love if you could tell us what you'd like to see us cover next. In this video, I'll share with you my thoughts on the first arc of Naruto, and I'll tell you which character I would kill if given the chance. I have never seen Naruto before. All I know is it's popular and someone runs weird. Going into the first episode, I had no idea what the story would be about, and all I was hoping for was to be mildly entertained. What started to hook me into the show was how sweet teacher Iruka was. I love that he had a soft spot for Naruto based on their similar difficulties growing up. And it warmed my heart that Iruka wanted better for Naruto. In this first episode, we learn that Naruto is an orphan who wants to become a ninja of the highest level called a Hokage in order to have his village respect him. What completely sold the anime and got me so excited to continue watching was the emotional manipulation in this first fight. I loved how dangerous this first villain felt. Because these characters are so new to us, the sowing of distrust was highly impactful because we had no rapport with any of these characters. It made every lie so deliciously believable, and I really have to give credit to the authors for leaning into the knowledge that at the start of this story, the audience doesn't know who these people are, and so sowing in discourse and distrust was chef's kiss. Furthermore, the isolated nature of this fight made it feel dangerous, and I did feel like someone could die. I personally love when I can be surprised during a show, and I love putting pieces together. So as this first fight was going on, and we had been introduced to the concept of masquerading as someone else through the cloning jutsu, I very much expected someone to pretend to be someone they weren't, but I didn't expect for the double fake out, and watching that unfold and having that unexpected turn was amazing. Overall, I really came out of this first episode happily surprised, ready to watch more, and having much higher expectations for the series going forward. As the story continues, Naruto is shown to be a loud, impulsive kid, but I thought it was sweet how there were also moments in the show that demonstrated how seriously Naruto takes his dream. There are moments where underneath the bravado and the brashness that is Naruto, we see that he understands the hard work that comes with his dream. We get to see that Naruto understands a bit more of what's at stake, and that he has considered everything that it's going to take to reach his dream, and he's not signing up just for the idea, but signing on also to the work it will take in order to get there. I felt this added a new dimension to his character, and it allowed me to take him a bit more seriously, which was needed. Of course, these moments are sparing, and in general, he's a goofball without social awareness. As a side note, I don't quite understand what's so wrong with being a nine-tailed fox that makes everyone hate the kid. Is it just the memory of the damage that was caused? It's not really Naruto's fault, so I don't understand what Naruto did to be so hated. It feels a little bit unjustified. Sasuke is the second main character of the series so far. Sasuke receives a formidable introduction with the reputation of being the strongest upcoming ninja, with even the teachers recognizing that Sasuke knows what's up. Upon hearing everyone praise Sasuke to the moon, Naruto, upon first meeting, plants one on him, proving to me that Naruto is a lover, not a fighter. Sasuke is the epitome of classic brooding male. My thoughts on Sasuke jump all over the place. My first thought was, poor thing just wants to be left alone and everyone's bothering him. Then I hear the teachers hype up Sasuke's skill and my expectations are being raised for what we're going to see him do. And currently he sits cycling between an arrogant jerk that I don't like and a sweet, talented, traumatized kid that I adore. Two important side characters are Teacher Kakashi and our girl Sakura. Upon introduction, Teach Kakashi, who has awesome hair, is a boring, closed-off book that I don't like. My first thoughts on Kakashi's character design is this man is definitely missing an eye, and he has an evil laugh. Then he hits us with the look to your left, look to your right, only one of you is going to make it. So yeah, just poop on everyone's dreams, Teach. Psych, turns out Teach has literally never passed a student ever. So yeah, I hate him and he's awful. And finally, we have Sakura, the pink-haired love of my life that is potential personified. I loved Sakura's introduction. She is so spirited, and her inner raging monologue is the most relatable and incredible thing. She's ruthless, catty, and bratty, and I just wish she did more. These four are the little group that we'll focus on for the rest of the arc, and the first task for these ninjas in training is to fight Kakashi. This episode emphasizes what each character really has to offer. Naruto is very energetic and quick to action, Sasuke is more calculating and extremely skillful, and Sakura just watches. I feel like this is the beginning of me relating so much to Sakura and her inner workings, and then at the same time being so frustrated that she isn't actually doing anything, despite having such a bold personality. It's a good demonstration of power for the most part, and I liked how fighting as a ninja was shown to be about being tricky and working as a team. There are a ton more characters introduced so far, and here's a brief run-through of my other first impressions. I feel like the village leader seems sweet, but he is actually the bad guy. 0 out of 10, do not trust. We have the Naruto simp, aka Hinata. She's hilarious and I love her. She must be protected at all costs. Kiba is a lion. Shino was there. Shikamaru is
the GOAT.
And he has really chill vibes. And finally, Choji, who I now refer to as Choji the Chomper. I don't know anything about him, and he's already one of my favorite characters. The main conflict in this arc is when our ninja team is assigned to escort this bridge builder who pissed off the wrong people. During this mission, our ninjas in training experience something terrifying. Our squad is unexpectedly attacked, and of our team, Naruto is unable to respond. This moment begins to paint the picture of what it means to be a ninja. No more fun and games. This is an unavoidable conflict. And our ninjas have something to protect and are unable to run away. During this chaotic event, Naruto freezes, completely understandably, and also an extremely dangerous choice. This failure to act during a crisis, the consequence of being too scared to move, is laid out in front of Naruto. And after the fact, he decides he never wants to feel that regret again. Because although things worked out this time, that may not be the case in the future, and his lack of action could cost someone their life. I appreciate in this moment how the show takes the time to demonstrate more of the hidden effort Naruto is putting in towards his dream. This drawing out the impact of what's at stake and the seriousness in which Naruto holds his dreams makes his decision to change and to be able to always act hold much more weight. I can easily see how this fight could have been surprise attack, Naruto's too scared to move, regrets it, and then they move on. I'm glad instead that this event was treated with the nuance it deserved. And of course, there's a little bit of masking with Naruto focusing on how he doesn't want Sasuke to beat him up and how Sakura contributed more than he did during their first real ninja fight. But deep down, we know that there's a lot of heart behind how Naruto feels, and that he realizes although things worked out this time, things very easily could have gone a different way, and his lack of action could have resulted in someone getting hurt. I need to take a moment here to point out the worst character of the show by far, Bridge Guy. This jerk got himself into hot water, falsely hires ninjas to protect him while endangering their lives without them knowing, and what's the first thing this guy does? Immediately poops all over his bodyguards, insulting their capabilities while essentially setting them up to die. Our baby ninja group is hired for what is supposed to be a non-combat mission by a lying, manipulative weasel who then guilt trips them into staying into the mission. -4 out of 10. I hate this guy. When we first meet Zabuza, we learn that they are an exiled ninja who has absolutely no moral compass and has killed hundreds of children at a small age just because. During our first encounter, Zabuza feels lethal. There's an element of unpredictability to this character, and they spend a lot of time emphasizing that the members of our crew aren't real ninjas because they have yet to take a life. This introduces us to what feels like a core value of being a ninja, taking someone's life. Obviously, there are some people like Zabuza who will murder without thought, and on the other end of the spectrum, there are people like Kakashi who have lost comrades and now value protecting his team above all else. The fight between primarily Kakashi and Zabuza continues, and this is when I begin to switch sides of Kakashi. His care for Sasuke in such a distressing situation, and Kakashi's personal value of protecting his team are admirable and humanizing. The first fight with Zabuza gives a chance for Kakashi to really shine. He introduces us to different techniques used in the ninja world, and I appreciate the explanation of everything going on. I love the world building as we're introduced to different clans and their own ninja practices. Everything is going well, clones are being used, this visual trickery facilitates unexpected moves, and it's utterly fantastic. And then teacher gets captured, and these poor kids are so scared. My entire takeaway from this fight is what it means to fight with your life on the line. Big Bad Zabuza attacks Sasuke, and Naruto is facing off with the Big Bad, deciding if he will live with the same regret as when he couldn't move during the last battle. He does what Naruto does, and runs in headfirst. He's a fighter, not a runner. I wish he would have made a plan, but then it turned out that he did all of this just to get his headband back. The principles. I don't like that this is basically now turned into Sakura as being a useless wet noodle when we know she's brave and capable. It feels lazy, forgetful, and disrespectful of her character. Naruto and Sasuke resolve this fight by working together in the coolest way possible. How Naruto and Sasuke work together is incredible. I can't believe how quickly Sasuke picked up on the plan Naruto crafted. It's insane, and teamwork, and I love their camaraderie. We also see Naruto gaining some self-awareness as he recognizes the strength of Zabuza. See, this is what happens when you have a plan. I don't know how this is going to get better. After this fight is a brief training arc, and I love a good training arc. It always makes me feel so passionate. We learn more about chakra, which is mixing physical and spiritual energy in order to have ninja power. During this training arc, we see that Sakura is the best at handling chakra, but then she immediately gets put down by the teacher, with Kakashi saying how she will literally never be able to compete with the boys' potential. I hated this, and I hate that we've already thrown a glass ceiling on Sakura. I like this episode for the continued relationship building between Naruto and Sasuke, and at the end of the episode is a really sweet moment where we see Naruto humble himself to ask Sakura for advice, and it emphasizes his drive and passion towards his goal in a really wholesome way. One highlight of this arc is a mom being the best mom of all moms, who all future mothers in the show will now be compared to. We set up for the final battle of the arc against Zabuza plus help. We see growth in Sasuke from shaking with fear to shaking with excitement, showing how he feels stronger and more prepared this time. I love the observation from Naruto and the awareness to save people when needed, and we see Sasuke and Naruto demonstrate their new powers from their training. We officially get the rebrand of Naruto into the noisy ninja #1 in surprising people, which I love and is completely accurate. It makes me happy that Naruto is changing his reputation to noisy and full of surprises, but in a nice way. I like that Naruto gets to be reliable in his own way, at least to Kakashi and the outside villagers. Sasuke is set up to fight the kid Haku on Zabuza's side, and he takes an absolute beating. Eventually, Naruto shows up to help and immediately does the least helpful thing by noisily jumping in without a plan. Haku I am immediately drawn to because he says he wants to honorably fight the two kids without outside help. Man has morals and respect. This fight is trauma. Trauma for everyone, again showing the importance of killing and being a real ninja. My main takeaway from this fight is that Haku is extremely hype. I adore Haku. To have the maturity to not want to kill people despite his own father trying to kill him and being a mirror for Naruto, devastating. During this fight, we get our first deaths. And Haku wanting to die because he isn't strong enough, and then changing his mind because there's one last way he can sacrifice himself for Zabuza. I did not come into this show expecting heartbreak. The honor of this kid, I'm sure, has fueled countless videos. And that wraps up the first arc of Naruto. At this point, I'm beginning to really get invested in the series. I want to know what else Naruto is going to learn throughout this story and what he's going to grow into. In terms of reviewing the show itself, some of the pitfalls I've noticed in this first arc is that the cloning can be a bit repetitive. I'm not a huge fan of all the humor that's used in this show so far, and I would kill for some strong and competent female representation. I desperately want more for Sakura. Sakura feels like a forgotten tool used to emphasize the boys. And the only time that Sakura is allowed to do something cool is simply a plot point to emphasize that Naruto is too scared to move. On the other hand, I really enjoyed the music. I thought that the character dynamics were very funny and heartwarming. The fights were very engaging, which took me by surprise. And overall, this story feels wholesome and I easily root for the characters. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have the best day and nap well.
All right, what do you want to watch? This? How about this? This?
No.
What about this?
No.
But it's about deep friendship and the relentless pursuit of your lifetime goals.
Okay. They just have blades on them all the time?
Yeah, they have knives.
He's so emo, I love it. Oh my god! The kid's out for blood! Oh. Oh my god. Hand-to-hand combat. How many times can you kick and punch someone? What in the world? Did he just...
Like a fireball.
Sasuke's out here cold blood murdering his teacher.
He said do whatever you have to.
I'm not the little prankster you think I am. Yes, you are. We love a girl with a motivation. Girly, get some ambition. Bridge builders challenging Naruto's core beliefs already. This seems higher than rank C. See, no ninja battles in rank C. They're over their heads here. This bridge guy's setting him up for sure. That was so fishy. This bridge guy's taking out ninjas. He doesn't like him. He was insulting Naruto. It's obvious. He doesn't acknowledge them. Or are they going to take out the teacher first? I know it. How? That's what they're going to do, but how? Are they after Naruto? No way. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Murder! Anime pose. We got our first anime pose. Come on, Sakura. Atta girl, Sakura! Atta girl! Look at her. She's so brave. Sasuke-kun, you're the best. He's so cool. Aw, poor kid. Without getting dirt on his clothes, I love that. I love the detail that he's like picking up. He didn't even have to get dirty to save me. Poor scared little Naruto. I forget that he's a child. I hate this guy. I'm shoving this guy up the boat. Boo, boo. Entitled old man. Oh, he's famous? Our teacher's famous? Oh, exiled. He's famous too. No way, no way. He's taking off the headband? Oh. What? Oh. Poor Sasuke. Oh. Poor thing. Poor kid. I told you it was the eye. They're banging for sure.
They are not. I do not think that.
100% banging.
No.
They're working so hard. I love the training arc. It always makes me feel so passionate. What a cutie. His smile's so charming. Oh man, Teacher's gonna die. Oh, I can't wait to see what happens next. Can't wait to see how far you grow. He's dead.
All over the place.
He got Thought's case stuck up.